Maintenance has complete and we have the new update. It brings the new 4-star dungeon, all the new earrings, there's a new event where you can get bonus rewards from doing various activities, and even potentially getting your hands on a golden Archboss weapon selection chest. And we do also have the Mystic Globe Sollant event. Be aware, a load of your skills got updated despite them not saying everything in the patch notes. And so in this video, we'll go through everything you need to know. I'll start things off with the Fortune's Calling event. I'm sure many of you are wondering how to get that golden Archboss weapon selection chest. Well, the game's not exactly clear about it. You can look at all the event posts. This one simply says complete various activities such as co-op dungeons, dynamic events, field bosses, amateur expeditions to score. Based on your progress, you'll earn tiered rewards to bolster your power. This was from Road to Raid. The May community events had basically a copy and paste of that with the exact same thing. It's only now, with the update details of 2.12, that we get the hint we can obtain a gold Archboss weapon selection chest. So when we look in game, we can wonder what's this about. We have the check-in event, and all it gives us is this new fishing bait, the stone paste bait. When you look at the description of that, it says you can fish up fortune stones. So I did exactly that. I went and done some fishing, used some bait. After about 7 fishes, we finally caught one of those stones. You get it, including the fish that you catch. And this stone looks like this. It's a shamrock, and you can see we already have 17 of them because I then went to the Amateur house and completing 8 hours gave me 16. So yes, you're going to have to collect these. You may wonder, what are they going to be used for? You might look around the map for an event merchant, but there is none. So you can check the calendar here. And this gives a little bit more of a description. It says the fortune stones you collect will be returned to you as a special gift after the event ends. So, my hunch, it's going to be like a leaderboard kind of thing. You're going to collect as many of these fortune stones as you can and get ranked on a hidden leaderboard, and then when the event ends, you're going to be given a gift. And say the top 10 players are probably going to get the Archboss weapon selection chest. So yes, if you want to increase your chances, you're going to have to do as many activities as possible. Co-op dungeons, dynamic events, field bosses, amateur expeditions, even the fishing with the check-in bait here has to be the fortune stone paste bait. Collect as many of those fortune stones as possible and you'll have the highest chance at receiving this reward at the end of this 2-week event. Now here's the catch. The golden selection chest is simply going to give you cosmetics. You can see them already within the Illusion Workshop. This is like your Cordy Greatsword, your Della's Noah sword, and then your shield, the Della's Noah daggers, the Della's Noah bow, the Cordy crossbow, the Della's Noah staff, the Cordy book and wand, with finally the Della's Noah spear. All of them having that unique gold glowing effect. But now let's have a quick look at the Mystic Globe Sollant event. For this, you need to purchase your Mystic Keys, 5 of them every day, and then you're going to need to actually use them. I go to the Grey Claw Forest, you look on the mini-map for these globes, they look a little bit different now, and they're just these pouches you're going to collect. Obtaining those, you can now open them, and they have a chance to give you upwards of 100 million Sollant. Let's actually have a look at the drop rates on those. It's a 0.1% chance to obtain that gold bar. But luckily, we still get our standard rewards. So it's in addition to what you would normally get from a Mystic Globe. And that's literally it for the event. There is another event, which is phase 1 right here. You can complete various activities and get a bonus reward. You can see it with the weekly missions just here. Complete a dungeon using 8,000 of your contract tokens and you'll get 7 million Sollant. Participate in 12 field bosses and you'll get 60 of these selection chests. The other activities here is just collecting those lucky bags which I just showed you. So from here, let's have a quick look at the new Co-op dungeon. They have changed the rewards up a little bit. I believe they removed like 2 accessories, which some of you are a little bit peeved about. We still have that random chance chest, which can give some tier 2 items, but mainly, tier 1 items. It is kind of nice. You can get the Crimson, Burke, and Grey Eye weapons, but the prize here is the earrings. Now you can already obtain both these earrings if you saved up enough loyalty coins just here for 400 of them. Just be aware that's also the equivalent of 400 trait unlock stones. So maybe it's not worth spending that much for them. However, if you do it early, you can potentially make quite a bit of loot by selling those traits. Because when people want to go and upgrade these traits, they have to use exactly these. There's no other way to upgrade these traits. There's no like blue earrings. So they will be very expensive to upgrade and will remain that way for quite some time. Honestly, I wouldn't rush it. But you may be wondering, what about the other earrings? Which one should you be going for? Because again, they're very costly, so you better make the right choice. It's a 6th accessory, which then also has runes. Well, as per this table, you can quickly see all of the stats that they're going to give you when you max upgrade them. You can also see where they're coming from. So the first 2 here from the new dungeon are simply going to be like your PvE earrings. I'm personally going to go with the wisdom. Many of you would be better off with the dexterity. However, you need to be aware of the traits that those earrings can then have. The earring of the forlorn elegance can have front and side, while the brilliant regal can have back and side. So as a damage dealer, that's okay for me to go with the wisdom one. I can then gain those back attack traits. The back heavy crit, and I'll be going with the side heavy then. You can see all these traits in game here when you look at the lists, and then all of the different ones that have those. Again, you can have 3 of those traits. It will take a while to upgrade, but the best for PvE is going to be the heavy attack. But then it's based on where you're going to play. Because of all of the new skill updates, for example, here on staff, I'll gain 10% extra damage with side and back attacks for my Fireball Barrage. I will gain 90 extra critical hit chance for side and back attacks from Forbidden Sanctuary. So I am incentivized to always play at side or back of my enemy. In order to figure out what way your enemy's facing, when you target them, you can see that little arc, and it's going to change based on their movement. But in like a dungeon, a boss fight, you're going to have the tank in front, and then you're going to position yourself like the side or the back, depending on what stats you have that you want to gain benefits from. So the best earring to go with is going to be the one that's going to give you the useful traits for your build. If I'm a dagger user, I need all of those back attacks, so I would be better off with the Brilliant Regal earring in PvE to benefit from those back attacks. Similarly in PvP, I'm going to want either the Blood Bright one or the Primal Foresight one. But you also want to look, of course, at the primary stats that those earrings are going to give, and then just be aware of the location. Like getting those Nebula ones and the Archboss ones, gonna take a while, and they're gonna be super expensive for the beginning. You can be very well best off just picking up an earring from the 4-star dungeon and using that. Even if you don't intend to trait it out and use it as your main earring, it can be useful because you can also take advantage of the sync slots here with earrings and just max out one of those earrings, put it in the slot, unlock the next slot, and then when you do obtain your best in slot earring, you can use that and have it max upgraded already, and then work on traiting it out. Be aware, we do have the rune synergies as well, and for PvE, I'm going to go with the crit hit and the fortitude. For PvP, it will be dependent on your build. Just be aware of the dungeon mechanics. I made a video on this earlier where you can check what you need to know to beat it, and I also have a written up guide here. Just be aware when you're in the laser phase and you're going to bounce the ball, you need to face towards the boss so that the orb gets bounced to the other side of the boss, then somebody else can catch it. And this is then the charm phase where one person gets a star and needs to make people follow you. The dungeon's very simple when you get the hang of it. You can see that phase here with the circle when everybody follows you. It's just to make it so that everybody avoids those pink orbs and doesn't get trapped before this Q block. And this here again is the bouncing orb mech. The boss does this, creates that little green area, the green orb goes to that guy, bounces over, in the direction the guy was looking, somebody else catches it, you create the laser then removes that debuff on the boss. You see the blue circle there, and when that gets to 0, then the boss is not going to deal any damage with her big area attack that she does after these little orbs. This attack just here, you'll take a ton of damage and you'll definitely feel it, I'm sure, when you guys are failing that laser mechanic. You won't get one shot if you have enough skill damage resistance like 240 and if you have enough hit points like 25,000. But yes, that's it. Let's jump to the shop. There is a bit of a rotation. We have the return of the Ardent Justice skin. This is it for the male character too. They also come with the return of the Lightbringer weapons, which are now dyeable. You can see them all here, 2 weeks on them with 1 week remaining on the Divine Decree weapons. Be aware it's the last chance to buy the battle pass as there's only 1 week remaining. Get those stars, spend them on what you will. You can honestly get these for the 4-star dungeon to get, say, more earrings, or I'm personally just going to get skill conversion books and make sure I have a few for farming with the tokens. But there is something new, which is going to be this morph, this chunky deer. It's a dash morph, and then this glide morph, another like swan. They did also go and increase the levels for our dash, glide, and swim. I'm now level 6 on those, and you can work on, say, getting the different ones that give like 15 points to finally max it out, getting a teeny bit of extra effects here. In terms of all the different skill changes for your weapons, again, unfortunately our patch notes were not clear and not inclusive of everything whatsoever. Ton missing, including staff not even mentioned. But I got you guys covered here. These are the flat directional stat boosts. These are all the changes for Sword and Shield, all the changes for Greatsword, including the game-changing Blood Devo one, all of the dagger changes, the staff skill changes, wand skill changes, crossbow skill changes, longbow skill changes, although we do need to include that they have gone and nerfed healing touch by 16%, then all of the spear skill changes with that game-changing blood leech aura. It's going to provide a lot of trouble to heal over time healers, stripping away those recovery effects like your healing touch and your flash wave. Oh, and do be aware as a tank, you may have a better experience with provoking or properly taunting targets and forcing them to attack you. You can of course look through the skills for yourself, and yeah, they totally did buff dagger, like extra hit chance on Wrathful Edge and the ability to get a load of extra hit chance with Phantom Smokescreen. They did also go and significantly nerf Ackman's crossbow. The effect now is only active while selfless diffusion's up, and there are player reports that say Tevent daggers are no longer resetting the camouflage cloak on assists. Overall, I believe that's it for this update. It is Thursday, so we do have like store resets. So get your ink here and trait extract stones. Get your trait conversion stones along with your daily consumables and materials, and then also get these from the Sundries merchant. Don't miss out going to, say, your field bosses, getting your resistance medals, and getting these ore selection chests. And going to Nebula, they've now condensed the merchant down so it's just one guy. Try and get those 50 blessing pouches. The conquest chests, they also said they did buff the drop rates a little bit. And again, they have the new earrings. The pouches, these little ones here, do not have them. We did have maintenance, so we get the usual mail with ornate coins. Just be aware, don't spend them just yet. Unless it's important for you to grab these items before the monthly reset comes, just because the store will restock next month when we'll also get a discount event. So I honestly will save these, and then I can buy a bunch of stuff here along with potentially new stuff when they get the discount event. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.